That's fucked up, man. You have a wife, okay?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, you are wiped up.
You are wiped up.
Hey guys, welcome back to an interesting discussion sometimes.
I thought that was amazing.
Thanks. Who said that? That was Tam. Tam, welcome back to the podcast.
It's like you guys
Quick
planned
intro.
this or something crazy.
No planning. This is all off the cuff.
Yes.
Tam, for those of you who don't know, came on our podcast how many months ago? Like 8 months ago? Something like that.
Oh,
And now she's in New York. And she's back.
yes.
Tam, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Vibing. Tim's been playing with her hair because she just got her hair dyed. Do you want to explain some of the story behind that?
Yeah, so basically it's my birth week. Well, okay, there's many different paths to the story, but the simple path is I'm having a party and I never plan parties for myself. You know, like when you're older and you're like, oh, fuck, like I actually have to pay for other people to celebrate me.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening now. I'm at that age because my parents can't throw me a party anymore. But I was like, you know what? I'm in New York. It's my first year here. And I just made some new friends. I really want to like be extra. I've never been extra for my birthday before. So I decided to create this theme called Disco Sluts. And everyone... Wait, I can curse, right? From what I remember.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, fuck
okay.
yeah. It's encouraged, in fact.
Yes. So I really just Disco Sluts open to interpretation, but definitely 70s attire. And I was looking for shoes and I found these red, like bright red shoes. And I was already going to get my hair done. Like blonde, or not blonde, sorry. I have black hair now and then... No, I don't. I have... Okay, what? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, my original hair that I was born with is black hair, and I dyed my hair highlights, like blonde highlights, and then I originally was just gonna like touch that up, get some bangs, you know, like 70s look, whatever. And then I found those red shoes and I was like, oh my God, I have to match my hair. Like I just have to. Like there's no other reason. I didn't even think about having red hair, but I'm feeling crazy. So also last week I also got a tattoo. So like, you know, just giving my parents heart palpitations, like all within the span of like, oh my God, she's turning 24. She just moved to New York. She dyed her hair and she's getting a tattoo, and I'm getting another tattoo in 2 weeks. So, you know,
Nice.
Thriving or midlife crisis. I don't know.
Wait, so what tattoo did you get?
I have one it's on my arm right here. Oh wait, you can't see it at all. But it's a line abstraction of a painting, 2 paintings by Georgia O'Keeffe that I really like. So she was she's a female painter who, it's right there. One of her paintings is there, but she painted close-ups of flowers that resemble the female form. And it was like very controversial because she's like, you know, she's not alive anymore. But during her time, men were like, ew. They look at these.
That sounds like us.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, they would like look at these pictures of flowers and they're like, that's a coochie, ma'am. And then she'd be like, oh, really? So I just really like her work because I think it's beautiful. But it like subtly resembles like stuff like that. But I didn't want a painting on my arm. So I found this artist that interprets things into like lines. So this was her own interpretation of it. And I think it's cool.
Oh,
That's cool.
that's a nice
Yeah, it's
story
like-
behind it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it means something to me and it looks cool to other people. So that's how.
So your tattoo was an artist's interpretation of another artist. That's dope.
Yes.
Art's crazy, man.
Art's crazy.
Crazy.
Shout out Moss Art Center.
No, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
It's weird that men had the ew reaction to coochie flowers. I feel like that's a pretty cool thing, you know.
Coochie flower.
Yeah, you'd think they were like, oh, this is just so like, oh my god, I'd never seen a pussy before. You know, and they're probably like, oh my god, like stop, I'm horny. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what goes through guys' heads.
Nobody does.
Who knows anymore? But the cool thing is, like, typically I feel like women in that time, like the 1920s or 30s, I'm sorry, I believe it was like the 1920s or 30s when she like blew up and became famous, and that was like her era. She was married to a famous man, but she like still held her own ground. She wasn't that man's husband. She was just like, you know, her own. So that's why I really like her. Yeah, that's correct. Oh yeah, that's my hair story. I guess.
What's the other tattoo? Have you planned it out yet?
Yeah, me and my cousin Emily are getting bees on our arm. So that's like more realistic interpretation. But honestly, it's because this is a stupid. So I have an Instagram, and on my Instagram caption, I said, like, I'm happy as can be. And I used a bee emoji instead of saying bee. And then my cousin was like, that's really cute. We should get not bee emojis, bees on our arm. And I was like, what? Like, that's okay. And so that's why we're getting it. But it's because, you know, we were trying to validate the reason why we're going to get a tattoo together. And she's like, you know, bee, like queen bee. And we're like, oh yeah, totally. And then, like, be happy, like, be nice, like, bzz, like, and I was like, okay, we can stop there. Like, we can just get these and have them on our arm, you know?
Yeah.
Are you a fan of the Bee movie?
Oh shit, that's a reason why I shouldn't get it. Yeah, I guess I am. I don't remember a lot of it actually.
Dude, I never got like that whole trend where like that thing was like it was like a whole thing on social media. Yeah, like where like, everyone was talking about the Bee movie, because like when I watched it when I was a kid, I was like, this movie's okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But like, it was anything.
It wasn't okay, dude.
It's because Jerry Seinfeld did it, so people just, I don't know, for some reason made a meme out of his voice or something.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just weird though. Like, how can a woman fall in love with a bee, you know? And she had a man's too already. She had a
Wait,
husband.
that's what happens in the Bee movie?
Yeah,
I don't remember
yeah.
anything.
It's weird, man.
I even like that movie because that's "Here Comes the Sun" in it, I believe. That's a good song, but
oh, that's why you like it?
Yeah,
I feel like that's not a good reason to validate an entire movie.
Yeah, movie soundtracks are kind of important. Sorry, Tammy, you're saying something.
No, you just like watch the whole like 2 hours.
When I was a kid, like we watched it like at school for something, and like the only thing that stuck with me was that song being in the movie. I was like, oh, I like that song. Yeah,
that is
That's
true. Why the fuck did they play that movie at school? It has nothing.
Learning.
There's not even like a moral. Yeah, there's no like. Usually with Disney movies, there's some sort of moral.
it was like
Don't fall in love with
like,
bees.
Mine wasn't at like school. It was like an after school like nighttime like watch with your parents like at like this cafeteria. Or
I feel like you
something.
should have just said you watched it in school, and I would have felt a lot better about the situation.
It was
You
after
probably
school.
knew that it's B movie too, right?
Huh?
You probably knew you were going to watch B movie, right?
Yeah, I
And
knew.
you still went.
So you made this conscious decision.
Well, he didn't know it was bad before, right?
I mean, I was like in like 3rd grade. I don't fucking
So
care.
you should be an adult by
Okay.
then, bro. What the fuck?
It was like it's an animated film. Like I love watching animated films back then. I don't watch anything.
Your
So your dad
must
say
have
what
been
the
so
crap
angry,
after?
bro.
What the crap?
Yeah.
What the crap is this shit?
No, I think it was my mom. My dad never came to these school events, bro.
That's a smart man.
Did you ever tell the what the crap story?
No.
It's not really a story. It's just a reoccurring
it's just-
thing. I basically, like a month or two ago, my dad, like whenever he'd get pissed, he would just start saying "what the crap," and like I never heard this man say crap. I know. Okay, first off, like no one really says crap except like fucking like white comedies on cable, right? Like, so then like to hear like my dad say "what the crap," I was like, "What?" And then I thought it would just be like a one-off thing, but then like subsequently, like the next like 3 weeks, all I heard was just "what the crap" from him. Like I tell him like something I screwed up, he's like, "Oh, what the crap." Yeah, and that's why I moved all the way across the country to get away from him.
Wow. Does he still say what the crap?
Yeah, I text him every day. He's like, Haran, what the crap are you doing out there? You know?
Well, actually today, so my Hydro Flask stopped Like it's leaking a little bit, so I bought a flask on Amazon, and then I bought it really quickly without thinking, and I realized I bought a top for like the wide hydro flask and not like the normal one that I have. So basically, it doesn't fit my thing. So I called my dad and I told him, and surprisingly, he didn't say what the crap. He just called me an idiot. But you know,
which would you
He calls you
prefer?
an idiot for that?
honestly, I was so happy with it. I was like, thank God he didn't say what the crap. I can't stand that phrase anymore. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know, but I think it's cool
bees.
that
The bee
now
bees.
Tam's tattoos kind of go together with like flowers and bees. You know, that's kind of one small thing to connect them. That
It's like a
maybe you
theme.
like bees more.
Yeah, you're smart. Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll tell people that, like, how
Okay.
your tattoos
Yeah,
connected.
yeah.
I'd be like, the bee. Oh my god, when I was in art school, I had to bullshit so much. Like,
Mm,
the cool thing about it though was, like, we would have critiques, right? So we'd like draw something. This is my first year before I went into graphic design. We would draw something, but you weren't allowed to say what your artwork was until after every person interpreted it. So it was great because then you could pull and they're like, oh my God, I feel so much pain and emotion. And it was, I remember they were like, draw a moment, like the task was like, draw a moment in your life that was like traumatizing. And like, thankfully, I'm very privileged and I haven't been through a lot of like traumatizing things or things that I would want to talk about in art school.
yeah.
And like a lot of people had deep stories, like they were crying, and I drew a picture of teeth because I hate the dentist. Like that's my trauma. That is my trauma because I had braces for a really long time and I had to get so many surgeries and all these things to have straight teeth. So I was like, oh, it's 3 a.m. and I do not have the patience to like actually dig deep in my diary right now. So I drew a picture of teeth and I put it on the wall the next day because you just put all your artwork on the wall, and they were like, Tam, this is like so... Oh, I feel so much pain. Like the story behind this is probably this is probably like your grandfather's like dentures, and like people were making crazy ass stories. They're like, I can see like the life of the person who had these teeth, and like honest to God, it was my X-ray like of my teeth. And I would sit there and everyone would talk because they had a timer, and you would talk for like 15 minutes. And like, even if no one talked for 15 minutes, we would just sit there in silence. But everyone was talking. And then I was able to, after 15 minutes, I would sit there and I'd be like, yes, yes, perfect. And then they'd be like, great. And then I move on to the next person. But
I'm imagining Tam standing in front of the drawing and like not trying to smile so that no one can tell it's her teeth.
like just like cover my mouth. Mask would have
Yeah.
come in handy if I had that then.
Oh yeah. Or you could have put your hand in your mouth and like did some like sad eyes to act like you're crying or something. You're feeling feeling
Oh, like a whole performance, like a performance with the
performance
art.
art.
Oh God. Well, I have a lot of appreciation for artists because I can't do that. Like, I have the patience, even the skill to just sit there and I don't know, look at other people's stuff and be mean. Oh God.
Tyrone, that kind of reminds me of the story of your English teacher in high school. But the meaning
That's so
of,
weird.
like,
I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
What's the story?
I was gonna say that. Yeah, so I may have told this before, but basically we were in class, English class, I think sophomore year of high school, and I forget what we were reading. It might have been Life of Pi or something like that. And we had like, obviously like every English class you have that like symbolism talk, like, oh, what does this mean? Let's analyze the scene. Bullshit.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like, I don't know if you've seen Life of Pi, Tam, but there's like that scene in the movie at least, and in the book I guess too. But he gets to that like crazy trippy ass like island where there's like weird ass animals and like fruits and flowers and shit.
Okay.
And so he was like, let's analyze the symbolism of this. And he was like, oh, this is like his escape from his pain, all this whatever shit. We go through and he's like, does anyone else have any like, things to add? And a couple people raised their hands, said anything. And then we just sat there in like silence a little bit, and he put his like hand on his chin type of thing. He's like, maybe the real symbolism is that there is no symbolism. And then we all looked at each other like, the fuck? And then he like left the room to like do something, or like maybe I think some other teacher like came in or something like that, and we all just looked at each other, and then I'm pretty sure someone said like, damn, he really thought he like came up with something with that one, didn't he? Like, he really thought he was on.
He really thought he did something there.
Yeah, he went to go ponder. That's what he went to go do.
Yeah.
Mic dropped.
Yeah. We're all just like, what the fuck?
But he's like invalidates everything that everyone just
Yeah, what
said.
a waste of
I
shit.
know, right? Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Oh my god. If someone said that in like one of our art critiques, someone would be like,
Mhm.
and why do you think that? And then there'd be like a 20-minute discussion for no reason. And then we'd be like crying and dying, or I would be doing that. And then someone would be like, and why do you think that? And why do you think that? And why do you believe that? Tell me more and tell me more. And I'd just be like, please, I cannot deal with this right now.
End the suffering.
But that is the life of, not me, not an artist.
It makes you
An
think
art
though, right?
student.
Like you ever go to museums and there's like some intricate ass art, and there's always like people gonna try to interpret the meaning, but like what if the artist just made it like, damn, that's like it's sick as fuck, dude. That's it. That was it.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, a lot of it comes. I don't know if you guys like bother reading the stuff. Sometimes they're just like untitled and they don't have meanings, and it's open to the public's interpretation of what that is. So that's cool because you're like, oh, I don't know what this means, but does it have to mean anything? I don't know. Maybe that's too deep. I'm just like,
No, people spend a lot of time like overanalyzing and just like, oh, everything has to have this like super deep meaning. But at the end of the day, like it could just not.
yeah, like life, you know.
Yeah. It's just vibes.
Quite literally, you could like put up like a painting from like elementary school kid, right? And like just put it up, and like if you have like the right like artist there, they could probably critique, like they could probably like think of something what that kid was thinking about. But meanwhile, this guy was just fucking just mixing colors over here without like any plan.
Wait, do you guys remember what was that scene in Parasite that was like the art that was like, I don't remember, but I remember that part that was like.
That's so weird. I was just about to say that too.
Yo, Tarun, you're getting all your thoughts stolen
in my head. I know. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, get out
Like
of
Jedi's
head.
No, he drew like the little demon, or not the demon. Sorry, the dude that was in the basement. Basically a
Oh,
demon.
right.
That's like what it was. But then they were on some shit like, wow, this is amazing art.
But then someone recognized it, right? Because they were like, I've been in the basement. Okay, it's coming back to me. Yeah, some scary shit. That was we watched that together.
Yeah, that was the beginning of Clockwise. Shout out to his foreplay.
No,
His what?
Okay.
Sounds to what? What are you gonna say?
Yeah,
I said foreplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If his foreplay wasn't a thing, we wouldn't have a group chat called Clockwise.
Anyway, speaking of like graphic design and design school, that is what you do now, right? Like graphic design, that kind of stuff.
Kind of, yeah. I do apply like the skills that I use, and a lot of people go from I do product design now, so it's like digital stuff. So what I studied was a lot of branding and logos and advertising. I also studied like how to design for apps and digital space. So now, yes, I don't design like. I mean, what am I saying? Sorry. What do I even do? Oh gosh, I do, guys. I do have a job, and I do like work. So I'm just trying to backtrack and figure out.
That's good enough.
Yeah. So I design, but in simplest form, I design websites and apps and like AR, VR experiences, like voice assistants, like anything that someone can interact with digitally. Obviously not just me, like a whole team designs that. Sometimes we design parts of it, sometimes we design the whole thing, sometimes we redesign something, and yeah, that's my job.
So are you like consistently like each time you're working on one project until like, you guys see it through and then you go to the next one, or like do you do a bunch of things at once?
Usually I'm allocated just for like one project, and sometimes it doesn't even follow through. Like
Right.
sometimes we're only scoped. Oh my god, I'm using such corporate talk. I hate it. I don't know how to do it otherwise. But sometimes we're only scoped to do like a section of it, or sometimes like things fall through. But I've been on my client now that I have for like 2 months. And it's been cool. I learned it's cool to work at an agency because I know there's tons of product design opportunities. Like Capital One has product designers. Like every single company has their own product designer, but I work at an agency. So I get to like flex different skills or learn different skills because I have different clients with different needs rather than, I mean, I'm just assuming what it's like because I don't know. But it's fun because I literally go into every project. They're like, Tam, do this. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. And then they're like, okay. And I have to learn how to do it. Or I have to like learn like a new program or parts of a program. So it's cool. It's cool. But I do miss like a lot of graphic design, like not doing logos, but just the different part of like thinking about physical space and creativity in a different way. So it's hard to like work on digital products and then be like on the TV watching TV and then also being on my phone all the time. It's like you never escape because you're like designing it and then you're also like using it.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about logos though, because I don't know if you've seen this girl on TikTok who like redesigns logos.
What's her name? Do you know?
Her name's like Emily something. I don't know. She's some like white
Zuge.
girl. Oh, okay. But
basically, she's the one that she makes the whack ass logo redesigns of like big companies, and then all these big companies have been
pretty much just using it.
I want to see.
Like
I want to critique.
Well, she went to design school. She like got something in like graphic design, and what she does is like purposely makes like the logos really shit or something. So it's really funny, and like there's like a TikTok changed their logo for like a day to like what she redesigned it as, and like I don't know, they like all these companies just like buy in on the joke or whatever like every once in a while.
So she redesigns them in a poor manner, like it's worse.
It's like purposefully
it's like extremely shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that because I feel like everyone always tries to redesign. Like, how can this be better? And I'm like, come on, it's just let it be. It already exists. It's like thinking about, I don't know, like Popeyes. Like everyone knows Popeyes,
right?
Actually, like Dunkin' went through a redesign recently. But I don't know. I have very I don't know. I keep saying I don't know. Sorry. I think Mercury is in retrograde. I blame that. Is it? Who knows? I don't know anything about astrology. Except for I'm a Libra, but that's cool. Wait, send me the link to the TikTok because I really want to watch it. Watch that girl. That's very unique, and I love that she just does that.
Like it's cool how she applies like her like graphic design stuff in like a bad way, if that makes sense. Like she uses those like characteristics, but like purposefully just like brings the company down almost.
And she probably gets paid. Like she probably has 1 million followers on TikTok or something, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 10 actually, or something. Like she had some like crazy like blow up in like 3 weeks time or something. It was crazy.
I think when all these brands started changing their like actual pictures on like Twitter and Facebook and all that type of stuff to her like shitty logos, she just got like a shit ton of recognition. I even saw something like she redesigned Amazon logo, and Amazon sent her a box with her logo on it and some like shirts and shit with her shitty logo on it.
No way.
An NFL team did it too. She did it for the Detroit Lions, and they like made shirts and like gave them out to the team and like with her logo on it. It was really funny.
Wow, that is such a dream. That's like my dream job. Right?
Yeah, she used the name Lions. She just tried Detroit Lines.
Detroit Lions?
Lines.
They should just rebranded that, bro. Need a fresh start.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know how much money you can make on TikTok, but I think you have to have like 10,000
Yeah, something like
1,000 followers. Not a lot. 10,000 or 1,000. Actually, that's a lot. I have like 60 or something.
Did you guys
But-
see that Twitch salary got leaked today?
Yeah, dude, their whole thing got leaked. Like
Like the whole database.
The whole database, not just with the salaries, but like all of their code and everything.
Oh
like
shit.
for everything
What?
got like it was through Amazon, obviously, because Amazon owns Twitch. So like they had a huge data breach, and Twitch was like the main thing that got hacked. And like you just saw, you can look on, I don't know where they leaked it to, but like you can see all of the money that Twitch gave to like all of their top earners, and everybody was just roasting people because they were like, "Oh, you're not in like the top 100 or something like that."
Wait, so you could see how much all the really famous
It was like
Twitch
earnings,
streamers make.
like based on Twitch views, but not like they didn't like take into like the subscriptions and like donations and stuff like that, but just solely based off like Twitch like dealership deals and views.
So how much does the top Twitch person make?
It was like 10
Just
million,
on
I think I
views.
saw.
Wow.
Just on views?
Wait, is it views? Well, how do you make views on? Oh, is it just like ads? You mean?
Yeah, so
I
like,
guess like ads
Yeah.
and I don't. They probably have, like they also have like probably like Twitch. What's it called? Like if you're like a top streamer, they have like those like Twitch premium deals or whatever. Like the
Yeah, and
like
you
to
can-
keep
you
you,
can
on
be
the
a-
platform.
and you can be a like Twitch partner.
Twitch
like-
partner, like that.
But I know like even like one of the smaller like well, he's not small, but like he's small compared to like the top people. He still was like near $1 million, and he was like, and he has like 400K followers or something like that. And so like that's not small for that platform. But if you think like some of the big people have like 7, 8, 9 million followers, like so much.
Oh
money.
my god.
What do the
And
top
the-
streamers even stream? Is it just video games too, or is it like other stuff?
Yeah,
It's-
video games.
Mostly
Most of them
video
are video-
games,
mostly
and
video
then
games.
they also do like they like just talk to chat or something like that.
Yeah.
More
but-
like lifestyle content, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Not even lifestyle though, because like you're not really like moving on Twitch, right? You just, I mean, I guess it is lifestyle, but like there's like one guy, like his name's Aiden Ross, and like half his streams are just like him. Like he gets like probably like average like 60, 70K, and like I like watch one time, like literally he just sits there and like he like either reacts to YouTube videos or he just like just talking to the chat, or like he has like another guy in the room with him and they just talk in front of like a 70K audience, and it's just blows my mind that people would just
What?
watch that. I mean,
Did you have
like,
fun watching them? Him?
I mean, him, no, but the people that he had with him were funny.
Mm.
Like he had Zias with him one time, which was
Yeah.
funny. And, like,
Zias lives with him. Partially.
yeah.
Wait, how did you
Right.
how did this person become famous at first?
I legitimately have no idea.
Nobody like some of these people just pop out of nowhere and then they just have a following.
So his whole like shtick is, at least I don't know if he still does it. He probably does, but like in the last few months when I saw clips of him on like TikTok or YouTube and stuff, he would basically just act like really sus around, or like homosexual really around like famous rappers. Like I don't know, like.
But like the thing is, like he had to have some
Blueface
clout in the
and shit
beginning
like
to
that.
get these people in the room with him. I just don't know how
Yeah.
he got that clout.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just started with like the first one, right? Like he lives with like all these like LA folks. Like he would just probably met one of them. He's like, "Oh, yo, come on the stream," and he's like, "Oh, let me suck your dick." And then all the guys that watch Aiden Ross are not like the regular Twitch guys. They're like
16.
more like frat bros type shit,
Yeah.
or like that type of vibe. I don't know. So they're like, "Oh, haha, like that's a funny rapper. Let me suck his dick." Haha. Like, like it is kind of interesting, like seeing the rapper's reaction, because like they're never usually put in that situation. But
Yeah.
like I don't know, I don't think it's like that funny, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
warrants
that's like
however
that's a
many hundreds of
clippable.
thousands of views.
Exactly, it's like
Yeah.
a 5-second clip thing, right? But like he still streams
Yeah.
for like probably like 3 hours, whatever, every night or something. So it's like
Imagine if he
once
gets
a
like 3 clips out of that stream though, and they all go for like 1 million. Because like it's so easy for clips. Well, not so easy, but it's a lot easier for clips to go viral than like one of those streams or something, you know. So if he gets like 2 or 3 clips out of like a 4 or 5 hour stream, like that's like so much exposure, you know.
But we should just do clips on this podcast. Why are we even recording the whole
But I don't think it works for podcasts.
Yeah.
Tim, you have 5
Why-
seconds. You have 5 seconds to make a really viral clip. Go.
Girl with red hair sticks out her tongue. Girl with red hair sticks out tongue. Hot. Hashtag spicy. I don't know.
Not clickbait.
Dude, This hair just has got me on like another level. Like I don't feel. I look at myself and I'm like, I honestly, who is that? Like who is that? But like in the weirdest way.
Hey, but
Like,
if you're really feeling it by the time like it's your birthday and you have like the red shoes on, like you
Yeah.
can, I guess, then it'll be worth it, right?
Yeah, but it's not like who is that? Like, oh, who is she? Like she's hot. It's like actually like who is that?
Who let her in here?
Like I don't recognize myself. But it'll grow. I think it'll grow on me.
Yeah.
Yes, I think my hairdresser, Kennedy, she's great. She did a fabulous job. And like it looks beautiful. It's just not styled right now, and I just keep staring at myself because it's the biggest change that I've done in so long. Sorry, this
Is this
conversation
the first time
now.
you've like fully
Yeah.
dyed your hair? Like
a
not
color,
highlights?
yeah.
Yeah.
So actually it was my first time highlighting my hair like a couple months ago, and honestly it's because I went through a breakup and I was like I just need to be hot, and I was like let me go to the hair salon, and
Yeah.
you know the process of going through a breakup is spending money. You just have to spend money. So I was like, let me spend $300 on my hair, and I loved it. So that was my first time like doing anything to my hair. They call it virgin black hair. And then this is like, this is called fashion color. So it is my first time doing a fashion color. And I wanted a color also that wouldn't fade as quickly because I was like thinking about purple and stuff.
Right.
But you know, the shoes, I just had to match the
Right.
shoes.
It's all about the shoes.
So
Well, you should just
that
wear the shoes all the
definitely-
time then.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I have to now because my hair is red and I had to match the shoes. So there's going to be no other shoe in my closet. But yeah, I haven't bought shoes in a while either because we haven't left the house, you know? And then now it's like things are normal now. Are they like, how are things in Nova and I guess California? Like, what is the vibe? People, it's just like the same. Wait, Christian, where are you? Are you still in Sandwich?
Yeah. Indeed.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's pretty ass.
It sounds like you like actually in a sandwich. Get out, Christian.
Nah, it's everybody make a big deal though. I've never seen so much like propaganda for like no vaccine, no fucking no booster shot, no this, no that. It's just like shut up and live your life, and then shut up.
Oh my god. My
Yeah.
roommate Adam was telling me that like he knows people who have like injected themselves with like that horse tranquilizer shit. And they're like you would actually do that to yourself rather than putting something in your body that's made for humans, like a horse tranquilizer. Like come on.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, come on, man.
Hey,
Oh my god, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Congratulations.
thanks.
No, he got the fun one, the one that they do put in humans normally. Ketamine.
The horse tranquilizer for humans.
Yeah, yeah.
Human
I don't recommend it
tranquilizer.
still. Human tranquilizer?
Yeah, it's called anesthesia.
Oh, how's your shoulder, Harsha?
Oh, my shoulder's good. I'm going to physical therapy now. Actually, my physical therapist, she told me before she started working here, she had purple hair. And then they made her change it to a more natural color before she started working.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
Yeah.
Was she
and I was
pissed,
like, why?
or-
Yeah, she's kind of sad, but like
Hmm.
because she really liked her purple hair, but then like they made her change it to be more like I don't
That's
know. They said
sad.
more professional or something. Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Dang. Wait, what? So, like, would you have changed physical therapists if your physical therapist had purple hair?
No, I wouldn't.
I guess in the general.
They just wouldn't hire
I
her.
mean,
I
you,
guess.
you don't have to lie, Harsha, but okay.
Yeah, like she showed her a picture. She showed him a picture, and she was like, "Oh yeah, damn, I'm really sad you switched."
It looks so good. She did actually show me a
Darn.
picture though. It did look good.
Okay.
That's fucked
sure.
up, man. You have a wife, okay?
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, you are wiped up. Are you gonna
You
have
are
a baby?
wiped up.
What did you say?
Wait.
Am I gonna have a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not now.
Oh,
Oh.
are you not ready to?
Yeah, you're not ready for a baby?
Yeah, I'm not ready for a baby.
He named the
Wait,
baby
Harsha, do you know what
already.
you are ready for though, Harsha?
No, I don't actually. Can you please tell me?
I think you're ready for an ad break.
Oh my god.
Fuck
Yeah. Harsh, you only need 30 seconds, right? Go make the baby and come back, all right? All right. We'll be right back.
Wow.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Be sure to keep listening to this podcast. 9 months from now, Harsha's kid will be on it.
9 months in a
Raja
week.
in the house.
Raja in the house.
Raja.
Harsha, on a scale of
That's
1 to
what-
10, how uncomfortable are you with us joking about this on the podcast?
I'm good with it.
Oh, okay. Let's
Yeah,
ramp it
Let's
up.
ramp it up.
All right. You'll for now be known as Racha Senior.
Oh my god.
Senor Raja.
You have to name one of them like do they have sriracha flavored? Because they have like sriracha mayo. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's how he's born.
Oh, middle name Mayo?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Racha
Sri
mayo.
Raja Mayo Janavitala.
Get close to OJ Mayo, too.
Yeah, I was literally thinking about OJ Mayo too.
You know, Mayo would be a really cool like nickname, or like, oh my god, that's my friend Mayo. Mayo, what's up?
It is not bad, actually. If you spelled it a little bit differently, like Meiyo, Mayo. It's like a little authentic, more sounding.
May May.
Ooh,
May
May.
May. Oh, your kid's like your kid is set.
Forever.
You're so blessed to have
Yeah.
these friends that just come up with things for you, Harsha. No work is being done. It's ready. It's here. Just pop it up.
Yeah, Amrit is down too, so we'll definitely name this kid Racha.
Hi, Amrita. I'm sorry. Besides naming Racha, did you guys know anyone with like really fancy, crazy names? Or we can keep it anonymous. Or actually, that's like impossible. Because
This name I can't share is insane though. You guys wouldn't believe it.
I was trying to think. I don't think I came across, I didn't come across many people where I lived, but there were no names that were like super crazy.
I guess we can talk about like Vietnamese names are like so bad. Like
In what way?
the translation of them from like Vietnamese to English. Like, for example, my uncle's name is Bich.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's fortunate.
In English, that is
English.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
But in Vietnamese, it's bit.
I see.
Yes. And my uncle, I have like a cousin. Oh, not my uncle. Wait, what am I saying? My cousin's name is Thuong, Thuong. But like in English, people are obviously going to say thong or some shit like that.
That's
And
rough.
I have like an uncle named Phom, Phong, and people are like Fong. And then also I have many people I know in my life named Phuc. Fuck.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah.
So it's just like there's no way of knowing when you name your child and you come from Vietnam
Mm.
that in English these things mean bad things.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
these are-
unfortunate.
It sucks.
Yeah, and these are all like super popular names too. So it's like, like my brother's name is Dang, Dang, Dang. But my parents named him that because they thought that the English translation would be so easy for people to like,
Yeah.
say in school. So now he's like when he was younger, he would be like, my name's Dan, but the G is silent. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess you can go with that.
Hey, that's one type of strategy, bro. You gotta respect it, honestly.
Yeah. So then people just started like, calling him Danny, all these things. And yeah. But anyways.
It is unfortunate that we had to like compromise our names to like integrate ourselves into like,
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, Haran.
Have people
But that's like a
pronounced
problem
your
now
name
because
wrong?
Yeah, I get it. So it's actually Haran, but like
Haran.
I don't know. It's like in my head now that like people that I know from school or like school friends and all that, like they have to call me Haran for some reason. Like in my head, like it just feels off if someone doesn't call me Haran. But like if it's like a family friend, because like usually family friends, like I introduce myself as Haran instead. And like so then like I have like that distinguish between those two groups, but a lot of people in my friend group now are trying to call me Haran, and it gets me uncomfortable, so I don't like them saying.
So the actual pronunciation is Haran.
Yeah, it's just like when I was going to like I guess when I went to school, the teacher probably said her. I don't remember exactly. But I think a teacher just said Haran, and I just went with it. And then I just kind of like assumed that way. But like whenever we saw like friends over, my mom would like make it a point to like really like emphasize it that like it is like emphasize like the wrong way of saying it. So she'd be like my friends like will like ask her something about, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, Haran can go grab that," and it just felt so weird for her to say it. Like, but yeah.
I can only confidently say I know how to say Christian's name.
Yeah. Well, I was actually thinking. I don't know why this is something that happened, but last night I was just thinking about it, and like Haran always like tried to correct his mom's way of saying my name, because like he thinks that she says it wrong, and I just like I don't care, but I understand that like looking at it from like the other way around is like
my mom says his name like Christian instead of Christian. And I don't know. I guess in my head, I think it's Christian. I think most people think it's Christian. I mean, like, but like the way she says it, she's like Christian, and I'm like, and I told her, then she's like, oh yeah, okay, I won't say that, but then she keeps saying it. I guess she doesn't want to fix it.
Like I was thinking about this, and I was like, to me, like it doesn't matter, but I understand like the way the experience that you had, like it would be different, like you know what I mean. So like I don't know why I don't give a shit, but I don't.
You know, my cousin's been dating this guy named Felix for like 6-7 years, and he's been in our family 6-7 years, Christmas, Thanksgiving, everything. On the Christmas present, it still says Philip, Philippe. No one knows. And then, okay, and he just accepts it. He just is like, yep. And when they say Felix, I think it's like Philippe's or whatever. They never say Felix. Mm-hmm. And then when I started dating a guy named Phil, that just like fucked everything up. Like, because his name was like, because Felix's name was like Philippe, like Phil, like, and then they're like, oh my god, there's another one. Like, oh,
it'd be funny if they called him Felix.
Yeah, but say like, oh, there's Felix.
Oh, and now they know how to suddenly pronounce his name. But like, my mom's the same way. Like when I introduced Phil to my family, my mom's like, can I just call you Phi? Like in Vietnamese, Phi, like without the L is Phi. And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, can you just call him Phil? Like, what is the issue? And she was like, no, I'm going to call you Phi. And I was like, all right. He's like Korean and we're Vietnamese. And you're just going to give him a Vietnamese name that he can't even like respond to normally. No one else in his life calls him. So
maybe she just really likes math. like Phi. What is it? It is Phi, right?
Oh, Phi, Phi, Fo, Fum.
No, that's not math. It's about like Phi or like theta or rho.
Oh, like Fe, like the science symbol, whatever. What is that? Iron.
Iron. Yeah.
Oh. You know, I don't think that my mom's brain went that far. No offense to her, but I think she just wanted Phi. And then, and when I was dating someone named Evan, and then my cousin was dating someone named Steven, that was a shit show also. Like, everyone was like, where's Even? And I'm like, who? Steven or Evan?
Even Steven. You know?
Even Steven. Banger show. I love that show.
Oh, God. It's just
Shia
hilarious.
LaBeouf walks in the room.
Shia LaBeouf. He's like, oh, it's me.
And they're like, oh, hi. Even, whatever.
Yeah, growing up, there's this Indian girl in our neighborhood named Deepika, which is Deepika. But everyone at school and like including us kids in the neighborhood and stuff, and my older brother, we all called her Deepika, and my mom would like hear us, call her that or whatever, right? And she was like, "You're butchering her name. Like And then eventually, like, she started making fun of us. And she's like, "Oh, you're gonna go hang out with Dapika, or whatever." Like, and she was saying like an English, like her like fake English accent or whatever. And yeah, we just got destroyed. Or technically, I guess Deepika got most destroyed, but
She just caught strays every time you left the house.
But so she didn't introduce herself correctly, or like you guys said Deepika, and then you kept saying that.
I think it was. I mean, I think it's pretty much the same effect as like Haran. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think she like corrected anybody. But also back then, I guess I don't know if we knew like how important it is to actually correct people. But
yeah.
Harsha, you want to tell the story of your basketball team?
Oh yeah. I think mine is pretty easy. Like,
yeah,
it just
it's not that hard.
Said how it just Harsha. Like, I don't. No one can really fuck it up except my basketball coach, who was like kind of old, and then he just like read my name off a thing, and every time I make a shot, be like, "Good job, Harasha." And I was like, and my dad's sitting there too, and then we're both just like, "What the hell just happened? I don't want to score anymore." And then at some point,
you're such a star.
Yeah, and then like after like a couple of games, my dad was like, "Yeah, you should like correct him," you know. And then I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he just started calling me H. He gave up.
Wait, after a couple years,
harder than Harsha.
A couple games in the season.
I think you made way more complicated than you did.
Yeah, it's like adding letters and shit. And I feel like that type of thing is like, yeah, I think that type of thing is just like, it's so awkward if you don't correct it in the beginning to like come back like a month or two later.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
Wait,
like, in school?
Hold on, just change your name.
Yeah, so it's just like, I'm like so conditioned to like being called Haran. Like, I guess like just pretty much just like outside of my house. That like now that like people are like trying to like change to the other way, it just in my head it just feels so weird. I don't want to change it.
So people at Stanford, what do they call you?
I mean, I'm not. I guess I'm not doing myself any favor. I'm introducing myself as Haran. But there's been so many times where like I'm like when people ask like, "Oh, what's your name?" And then like I like I have like a battle in my head like, "What
do I tell them?
What do I say?" And especially now because like when you introduce people now, like everyone has their mask on because like we're on campus, right? So like even if I say it once, it usually takes them a couple of times because no one's heard my name usually before, so like it's like a difficult name. So I also can't pronounce things that well. So anyway, like if I say it once or on, and, like they don't hear, then I'm like, oh shit, should I say like Harn instead? Maybe that's like easier. But then I just commit to Haran, and I guess
I've done that before actually. At work, I got put in a call with like 2 other people basically, and I like they weren't like on my regular team, and they were like, "Oh, so how do we say your name?" And then I said Tharin first, and then they're like, "Oh, could you say that again?" And I was like, "Yeah, Tarun." I knew for a fact they couldn't pronounce Tharin. I was like, "No, fuck out of here." I really tried, but it's so hard. I was like, Tarun. It's like maroon with a T. That's what I always tell white people. God. Man, it sucks.
Yeah, I'm like Tam like ham.
Yeah,
always. But yeah, my name's actually pronounced thumb, like a thumb.
Thumbs up.
No one calls me that except for like literally no one, not even my mom. My mom calls me Tammy. Oh God, Tammy. Like I just think of Ron Swanson and his like 6 wives named Tammy, and I'm like, oh, I'm one of them. You know. But,
yeah. Would you like people to call you dumb or like?
Yeah, I kind of like you. I'm just like so conditioned to just be called Tam that I'm like, eh. Yeah. It's also like not. You can't just like read my name and assume that it's dumb. Right. So
yeah.
But I do know a girl that goes by Tom. That spells Tam. And also there's a guy at Tech named Tam also, but he went by Tom. Or his name was like he was Vietnamese. So it is like a unisex name. Have you guys ever wanted to change your name before?
Not really, no.
I don't think so. It's one of those things where, like, once you're born with it, you kind of just, like, I mean, you have no choice with it, right? So, like, you just kind of accept it. But I guess you can once you turn 18, but, like, I don't really know, other than, like, celebrities who just want, like, an image or something. Like, I don't really know, like, changing your name. I feel like it'd be a lot of work with like paperwork and all that kind of bullshit.
You know, it's actually easy. Okay, if I remember correctly,
Hey,
someone told me
yeah.
someone was like, it's $45.
That's a lot.
$45 to change your name. Yeah. You could use that. That's like 4 Chipotle bowls.
I think. Oh, I guess my dad legally changed his name. He just swapped an order of his name. For some reason, like in like my family, so my dad's first name was my grandfather's last name. So then my last name was my dad's first name. But shit was just confusing when you fill out forms because it's like because my mom also has a different last name. So pretty much my last name was my dad's first name, who had a different last name from me, and my mom also had a different last name from me. So technically,
I did not know that.
Man's had like 6 parents. That's what it feels like.
Shit.
So like when I get checks from like when I go back in like elementary school and I get checks from like my parents, they'll be like, are you sure like this is your check? Like, who is this Kamar Pati? That's not related to you, right? I thought that's my mom. And then like they'll see like my dad's check. He's like, why is his name? Yeah, it was weird. So then like a couple years ago he just switched it so that him, and my sister all have the same last name now. So
I see.
A little more of a family now, I guess.
Wow.
But essentially, what the crap?
Wait, Haran, how do you say your last name?
Chitranjan.
Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, usually like people like that one like no one I actually say my last name correctly when I like say it to white people because no one ever like says it anyway. I'll be like, oh, Haran Chitranjan. They'll be like, oh, okay, nice, Haran. Like, no one's ever gonna try to say the last name.
Yeah.
I think I said this in a previous podcast. I think we briefly talked about this, but out of like all the pronunciations of my name, I'm glad like out of all the white pronunciations of my name, I'm glad I landed on this one. Because like people call me like, actually, no, never mind. I take that back. Because a substitute teacher called me Tyrone. And then that just stuck. All these like, all the kids, because this is when I moved high schools, like junior year. And a sub called me Tyrone. And from then on, like all the kids just started calling me Tyrone. I was like, hey, this is kind of hype, you know? But I think I said last time that Haran is better than like Hey Ran, Chitran, Jan, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I could not.
There's this guy at work. He recently joined our team and he's Indian. And his name is spelled Pramodh. So his name is Pramod, right? Mm-hmm. And we like said his name like half of my team's Indian, so we all said his name correctly. And then there's this person who like did hear us correctly over Zoom and didn't hear the guys like introducing himself because his mic is kind of muffled in general. So he kept she keeps calling him Promo, like promotion.
Oh no!
It's been like that for like 3-4 weeks now, and I don't want to correct her.
Wait, no, but like clearly someone must have like.
Don't they have like a little name tag or something on the video?
Yeah, they do, and she probably thinks like half the letters are silent or something.
Wait, but like she heard, but wait, you said like,
yes.
The first time she heard she heard you guys say promo, but like you guys still say his name correctly now, right?
Yeah,
but
I'm like, I will go help promote with this after the meeting. Okay, you Harsha and Promo, go ahead and do this.
Pramod is like, I just had a kid. And she's like, oh, what's his name? Bogo?
Shit.
Yeah, he isn't corrector either, so I guess it's on
Imagine
him.
he had twins.
Yeah, his name is
Imagine he had twins.
Bogo.
It would be Bogo.
Oh my God.
Promo with the Bogo. No.
During Christmas,
like,
ho,
promo,
ho, ho.
promo. I want to give you a promo at the end of the year.
I want to give you a promotion.
It's so
That's
just
hilarious.
That's so sad. Have you talked to him about this?
No.
Oh,
I don't want to mention. I don't want to like. I think everyone's just trying to ignore it.
You can't ignore Promo.
Because there's like white people on our team too that also say it correctly. It's just this one woman that doesn't say it right. So
Wait, how isn't your name like spelled out? Is that what we
it is,
about?
but she probably thinks like half the letters are silent or something.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The cool thing about this guy though, he's from India and he came to New York like 10-12 years ago as a salsa instructor first. So he taught salsa in New York. And then he switched to coding because he decided he's going to stay here and he married somebody here. So
Whoa.
yeah.
That's cool as hell.
That's
Yeah.
hype as hell, yeah.
Cool guy. Shout out Promo.
No, come on, you can't do that.
Damn.
There's an intern on our team. His name is I actually don't know how to say it correctly. Like, even as an Indian person, I don't know how to say it. It's spelled Jaicchint. Harsha, how would you pronounce that?
Chint.
Jachint.
So I don't think that's right. It's weird because when he joined the team, I'm pretty sure he said Jachint. And I was like, that
Oh.
like Jachint almost sounds like the white pronunciation of what that name should be, right? Like realistically, it should be J something. But then we called him Jachint for like a month. And then a month in, our like project lead is like, "Hey, I'm sorry,
He
I
sued
know
you
this
guys
is
for
late,
harassment.
but no."
So my
our
name's
project
Jason.
lead was like,
My name's Jason. Jason will make it ethnic.
yeah, so a month in, our project lead, and good on him for actually doing this. He's like,
Yeah.
honestly, I still feel like I'm saying your name wrong. How do you say it? But I don't remember what he's. I don't fully remember what he said, but I'm pretty sure he called himself Jachin. And I was like, yo, man, I'm sorry.
got
man.
worse.
That ain't right, bro.
At the
That ain't right. So now there's like half the team calling him Jachin, and the other half the team calls him Jachin.
It's like a war.
And what I've noticed is like sometimes in our scrums, he'll like go through each person, right? He's like, okay, Tarun, what have you accomplished? Like this, that, and whatever. And like half the time, he just won't say the name. He's like, did I leave anybody out?
Oh my god.
Judge will be like, hey, yeah, I didn't go yet. He's like, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Elite tactic.
Every
elite
single
tactic.
Not every single time, but I would say it's a significant amount to where I've noticed that he's done it. I don't know if anybody else has, but yo, man, Jachin, if you're if you're listening, bro,
You like that?
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, daddy. I'm sorry, daddy. I mean, daddy.
Cock.
Yeah, if I don't know how to pronounce someone's name and it's like way too late in the game, I'm just like, how are you? And I'm just like, I do my best to avoid saying their names, or like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll be like, you can go, like, oh, if we're on Zoom, I'll just like point downwards and I'll be like, you're next. And then, but like everyone's different on every screen, and they're
Yeah,
like,
right.
who, Tam? And I'm just like, oh, popcorn. And I don't know. It's just so awkward.
But it's also hard because like it's one of those things where if like you do it like 2 or 3 times, you make them like repeat it at the beginning, and then you just after the 3rd time you feel bad for making them repeat it again. You're just like, yeah, okay, yeah, and then you just never do it right. Yeah, it's hard.
Dude, something bad I'm realizing now is that like I kind of miss Zoom class because like at least then I could like put a name to a face, because like now I meet people and like I have a really bad time of like remembering like white names, just because it's like they're so like normal.
Similar?
I guess. Yeah, I guess yeah. They're just so
Okay.
normal and similar. That like it just like goes over my head. But if I meet someone like with an ethnic name, like for some reason like it sticks more in my head. I'm like, oh, like yeah, I know this person. So,
Right, yeah.
but yeah, like right now, like I like met like a couple people last week, and like today I was like trying to think like what their name was, like their names were, and like I only remembered like 2 of the 5, and 2 of the people were the ethnic people, and the 3 white people I forgot. So it's definitely not good on my side.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
this
but
is
yeah,
so
like,
bad.
But on Zoom, at least like I mean, yeah, I get the pronunciation
Yeah.
is the problem, but at least I know the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the frat boys can come for me. I don't care. All the frat boys listening, be offended. But freshman year, when I would like, go to parties and stuff and go to frat parties, sometimes they would have lists, right, for the girls. Obviously, I was never on the fucking list because I was friends with no white people, and also, I wasn't like sexy or whatever. I wasn't a sexy white girl, so they would have lists, and then they'd be like, "What's your name?" And I'd be like, "Katie." And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Oh, yeah.
And then I'd bring it up with my friends. Or I'd be like, "My name's Maddie," or like, "Oh my god," so some like generic shit, and it would work. But like that's so
course.
stupid. Like the concept of
Yeah,
needing to get into a
Poor
party.
fit Maddie that showed up the party and couldn't get in.
Yeah,
No,
sometimes they
because then
would
she
be
could
like,
just
"What's
say
your?"
she's like Laura, and then she'll get it.
Actually, a cycle of
Yeah.
That's bad. I mean, is it bad? Because like
Who gives a
whatever.
shit?
No, who gives a shit? Who cares?
Yeah.
You get into that party however you can, honestly.
Yeah, I was a fiend. I just wanted to have a good time. Was that even? I don't know. I don't remember, but it didn't change the subject. Oh gosh, none of you guys were in frats. I'm like 100% sure about
No
that.
shot.
Yeah, no.
Never wanted.
Harsha rushed.
No, it
Did you? Oh, I was like, there's no way.
You convinced me. I think you did too. Yeah.
He just goes at people. I'm Harasha and I'm Rushford. Sci-face, sig fig, or whatever.
Sick face.
Apple bottom jeans.
I don't have any name stories, but I have like so in New Hampshire where I went to high school, the town was called Keene, and like the year after I moved, they decided to open a pho shop, which is like a big deal, right? Because
Yes.
like they'd never had pho before.
Please tell
in
me
New
they
Hampshire.
put the pho before or after the key.
They put it before. They had a lawsuit with the city to name the store Pho'King Great.
No.
That's
Yeah,
banger. That's
they did.
So good.
That's so good.
That's so
That's
fun.
amazing
Yeah,
marketing.
then it shut down. But
Aw.
but it was
You
owned
didn't
by
try
like
What
it?
this.
happened?
No, the time I went, they were like arguing with the city whether they could open the shop or not. And then the next time I went, it was shut down.
Aw.
But it was opened by like this like middle-aged white guy and like his adopted Vietnamese daughter who was like 16. So like
Oh wow.
it
Interesting.
was a very unique dynamic of that restaurant.
Yeah.
But I just like the name. So
Dude, there's a restaurant in Alexandria where I live called Pho'King. Pho, PHO space KIM. Pho'King. Yeah. Great. Sometimes me and my family go there. My mom's like, "You want to go to Pho'King?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She has no idea. No idea. My dad's like, "Yeah, let's go to Pho'King," and I'm like, "Okay, family trip to Pho'King."
It's called a family trip to fucking.
That's such
I
a
am not
violation,
shitting
man.
you.
Yes, that's a
This
quote.
is-
That's a quote right there.
But honestly, this place is good. It's authentic. Everyone should go to Pho'King.
Kim.
5 stars. 5 stars. Great reviews.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and there's like, and I've seen this in Nova. Pho'King,
Mhm.
KING. Oh, good times. We love Vietnam.
We love you.
Yes, we do.
And everything that it gives us. But also on that note, Christian, when you were talking about like the ownership, like a white person owning a Vietnamese restaurant, I was at Rehoboth and we wanted to go to like eat sushi, and this place had like really good ratings. We walked in, it was all like 18-year-old boys who were the sushi chefs, wearing 18-year-old white high school boys who were the sushi chefs, wearing like the sushi hats and like the traditional garments, like making our sushi. And I was like, how is this place like so highly rated? It's like so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, was it good?
No.
Oh.
I think so many sitcoms were like you go to like they go to like a sushi place, but then the chef's like white and like there's no way I'm eating.
Yeah.
Because like there's no way this food's gonna be good.
Yeah, especially for like food from your country, you're like, okay, this is like my territory.
It's my turn. Yeah.
This reminds me of like there's a Shark Tank episode, I think, where a guy came to pitch. It was either like something weight loss related or like exercise related. But he was like a bigger dude. And so the barber was like, "I'll give you the deal, but it's contingent on the fact that you lose like 50 pounds. Because how the fuck is a fat guy going to sell me exercise equipment?" Like, I won't buy
Violation.
Oh my god.
That's a violation.
Oh my.
It's so
And then
bad.
dude, that's insane.
That's
then they tie that
amazing.
into the Biggest Loser next season, right?
Oh
This
my
man
god, I
must
used to
lose 50.
love watching Biggest Loser. Is that still on?
I have no
It
idea.
probably
Gotta be.
is.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wait, there's still fat people.
Oh my god.
Harsha, what's your opinion on fat people?
Yeah.
Huh?
Considering
They're fine.
LeBron is one.
He's not fat though, but fat people are good. They're nice people.
Dude, what was that Shark Tank clip that you sent me like a week or two ago?
Oh yeah. It's so funny. So there's a Shark Tank in the it was in the UK, right? Was it
I
UK
think it
one?
was in the UK.
Yeah, it's a UK one. They call it Dragon's Den over there, right? But this dude comes in, right? And no, there's this couple, right? And the investor guy is like, I'll give you the money that you asked for. Let's just say it's like 100K. I forget the exact number. 100K for 90% of your company. And they're like, what? And one of the other sharks like looks at him. He's like, wait, so you're giving 100K to take 90% of the company? So does that mean you're just paying yourself? Like, what are you giving them? And there's like the Curb Your Mean, like the da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da. It's so fucking funny.
No, because like they originally asked, like he asked, like I think the guy asked, like, wait, to like where's this money going? And he's like, oh, to the company. And then the other shark chimed in, like, hey, but you're taking the company, so you're just paying yourself to take someone's company.
If they were more stupid, you could fall for it.
Dude, honestly, if
You know?
the shark didn't say anything, maybe you could have bought for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I said that to Huron, I was like, me if I was on Shark Tank. It was so funny. When I saw that, I was dying. I was literally dying. It was so fucking funny.
And for that reason, we're out. But before we head out, Tam, but you recently moved to New York and you've had a little bit of time to settle down. So give us your pros, cons, and everything about your experience in New York.
Wow. Everything?
Okay. Everything you want to share.
Or you're just
Well-
your best New York story so far.
Yeah.
My new thing is, okay, grocery shopping in New York is so fucking hard. Okay, I live in Brooklyn. Okay, first of all, I live in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is so different than Manhattan if you've been here. We don't have, like, where I live, there's no, like, CVS or, like, everything's a corner store, which is, like, nice and cute. But I've been taking time, like, how you have to be very patient when you're here. And every time I go on a walk, I try to go to a different grocery store I write notes. I'm like, this one has bananas for 29 cents and this one has bananas for 26 cents. And you have to go, because every grocery store is different. And you can't buy tofu at the same grocery store as you buy bananas because tofu is cheaper elsewhere. So I literally, for the past 2 months, my goal has just been to find, like, the places that I do everything, or the grocery store where I'm like, okay, here. And then recently my friends were like, no, you just have to go to Trader Joe's. But Trader Joe's, the closest Trader Joe's to me is in Manhattan. There's one in Brooklyn, but the trains like aren't made to go around Brooklyn. They're made to go into the city. So went to Trader Joe's and now I'm doing like I'm trying out like a monthly grocery thing. So I just have to haul my ass there, and I force Adam to come with me so he can carry my bags. But it's literally like such a pain. Like my back hurts when I come back because I brought my laundry bag the other day, like laundry hamper that has straps on the backpack so I could stuff all my groceries in it. We have a cart, but then I was like, oh my gosh, we have to lug it up and down the stairs. Like,
Yeah, we a pain.
so it's like, it's a whole deal. So that's just been on my mind recently. Like, when do I want to go grocery shopping? Where do I want to go? Where do I get the cheapest ones in my area? And how often? Because like I know that I can't. If I don't plan it out, I'll just be impulsive. Like Adam bought deli meat, like regular ass turkey meat for like $10.
Oh my god!
Like just the thing, like the thing that you can make like 3 sandwiches with.
$10.
You know? Yeah. No, it was like like literally like your regular brand. It's because like he needed deli meat and like he had to eat it like then. So
damn.
But yeah, I feel very alive here. Like when I was at home, I never went out really. It took me a lot to go out. because it's
Yeah.
such a hassle, you know, you gotta Uber and like everyone lives far and you gotta get home.
Yeah.
But like here you can just walk everywhere.
Yeah.
And every bar has like its unique thing. So I'm very surprised at how energetic I am, how impulsive I am, like, you know, dyeing my hair and shit. But it feels right, and it feels like I
Good.
need this time in my life before I like settle down. Oh yeah, I had a Hinge. Oh my god, we didn't even talk about that. We don't have
Still
to. It's
can, I
okay.
guess.
No,
It's
please
better.
do.
It's better.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, when I got here, I got so excited. And I was like, I want to meet boys. Oh my god. And then I met 2 boys, and I was like, I'm tired. That is the story. Yeah, I don't really like do. I have never dated around before, so I thought it'd be cool, you know, because like there's like 14 million people in New York City,
Right.
God damn.
and
Damn, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah.
It's like a whole country.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Deadass.
There was this guy that was like really hot. I was like, this is like the hottest guy I've ever laid eyes on, right? And we'd been talking for like a couple weeks, and then we finally met up because I was like, oh, it's been a while. Like we're still talking, not really like having conversations, just remembering that, oh, this person's attractive. And he was like the most boring person I've ever talked to.
Oh,
like
That's
ever.
crazy.
Is it crazy? Like hot people are boring? Like, come on. Like what?
When I said that's crazy,
And-
I think I more meant that that's just sad.
Yeah.
It is sad
Yeah.
because dude, I was so phased by how hot he was that I didn't even realize that we were hanging out for 5 hours and talking about nothing. I don't remember anything. Like I was like, what did we even talk about?
It's a shame.
Sorry. He follows me on Instagram, so if you're listening, you probably
This is
agree
how
that
we're breaking
you're
it to you.
boring.
You probably agree that you're boring. Is that what you said?
Yeah. He just
Yeah, if you're
was,
listening,
like,
Be more
You're fucking
interesting,
boring.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. You hot
I don't
bitch.
You should be
know.
more than just your looks, you bitch.
Actually, if you're listening,
Oh,
please contact
shit.
us. I want to get you on the podcast.
It'll be our first
Well,
visual
in turn-
podcast.
Yeah, that's your first visual podcast.
Oh my god. And then the second person, I was just like, And then there's like another guy who, like, okay, on his Hinge profile, I don't know if you guys use Hinge, but you have prompts, and he was like, convince me that a hot dog is not a sandwich or some shit or whatever the shit that is.
Mhm.
And so I was like, oh, naturally, we'll talk about hot dogs, right? So I was like, oh, this is cute. Like, let's find a hot dog, the best gourmet hot dog in the city. And we literally are, the only thing I know about him is his first name and the fact that, and just hot dogs. Don't even know if he likes them. Don't even know if he's eaten hot dogs before. We talk for like a week or 2 about hot dogs. That's it. Like Korean corn dogs, like mozzarella sticks, like hot dogs. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this guy except for his first name and hot dogs. And then finally, we're like picking a place. We're like, oh, this is cute. Let's go on a hot dog adventure. And he goes, oh, like when we're out, like the day before, I don't like hot dogs. And I was like, what the fuck? The only thing I know about you, I was so pissed. Would you be pissed too? Because the only thing I knew about him was hot dogs. Like, he had never tried mozzarella Korean corn dogs. He does not like traditional American corn dogs. And he was like, but I prefer hot dogs over corn dogs. And I was like, why did we just spend so much time talking about hot dogs? Like, what is this? What is happening? So
Wait, did
yeah.
you end a meeting or?
No, because I was like, fuck. I was like, no. After he said he didn't like hot dogs, I was so mad.
I mean, yeah, you're
Yeah, fair enough, fair
That's a
enough.
waste of a conversation.
Little
was
do we
so
know, he's
upset. I
on
was
like
like-
another podcast talking about Tim. He's like, this girl really likes hot dogs. I don't like hot dogs. She kept talking about hot dogs. That's all I know about her. Her name and she loves hot dogs.
You know, that's not a bad look, okay?
Yeah, it's
Fun.
not.
I just, here are my qualifications. Hello, men. I'm single, and you have to like hot dogs. That's my only standard, okay, everyone. Yeah. And scene, I just need to find a man that likes hot dogs, and that's all I need in my life. I think. I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll figure the rest out later. Just have a good floor. Just like hot dogs.
I ended up deleting my Hinge because I was like, this is a hot mess. I need men who can make up their mind about hot dogs.
What if they made a dating app just for you to find out, like, if you like hot dogs, swipe left. If you don't, swipe right,
Yeah, you're right. It's my fault. It's my fucking fault for not saying that. But I didn't even realize that this was a red flag until this hot dog guy.
Hey, you know what? At least you learned something.
I mean, imagine being in New York City and not liking hot dogs.
Yeah.
Get out of the city, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, what the hell? You're just wasting $2,000 of rent.
What the crap, man?
What the crap? What the crap?
What the crap? Correct. But actually, my life is great. Like, it feels good not to seek anything. I haven't had Hinge in like a month or two. Yeah, it's been a while. So, and it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. I don't feel like I need, like, I just am living my life with my friends and having a good time. Yeah.
Do you think you'll
Hot
stay
dogs
in New
do
York
not
for a
apply.
couple more years?
New York?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope so. Like, I mean, I'm definitely on a high right now. I'm very curious to see how long this high is gonna last, because every day I feel like I'm doing something new. Every weekend I want to do something new, and there's just so much to do.
Right.
But I also wonder how long that's gonna last, especially with like winter coming up and it being colder.
Yeah.
Sounds like we gotta get some
But
drone
we'll see.
deliveries for your groceries. It'll be a lot better for you.
Yeah, totally. Just drop right there. I wouldn't be surprised if my building had drone deliveries. Like Turin.
Oh yeah, your place is super nice, right?
Yeah, Turin's been.
Yeah, her place is so fucking cool, dude. Oh my god. If I lived in New York, I would
Yeah.
want to live there probably.
It's got a bowling alley
Oh,
and a movie
that's
theater.
Do they sell hot dogs?
Oh, fuck. That's what's missing.
That's what's missing. I'm actually moving out tomorrow. They don't meet the basic requirements.
I'm not like super bougie, but it's because it was COVID
Right.
pricing. So got lucky with that.
Nice. Jordan, do you think you're next to be in the big city?
I want to be at some point.
Come.
Manifest it, bro. Come on.
go
I'm
for it, you hot
manifesting it,
dog.
bro.
Yeah, we're speaking it into existence.
Wait, Harsha, what did
Yeah.
you say?
I said, go for it, you hot dog.
Oh.
I don't need.
Oh my
I don't
gosh,
need,
do you like hot
meat.
dogs?
I don't need meat. I only chicken. I can have a chicken dog.
So a chicken
Did you like the hot
tender?
dog? Do you like the hot dog we had for July 4th? Or is it meh?
That was pretty good. That was decent. Yeah.
The chicken hot dogs at Costco and Trader Joe's are pretty not bad. Well, see us out, turn. Walk us out.
Yeah. Now walk it out.
Now walk
Now
it
walk
out. Now
it
walk
out,
it
walk
out.
it
Yeah,
out.
I like that. I like that. Thanks, Tam, for coming on. It's always a good time.
Wait, say your name
listening
correctly,
to your
you
stories.
asshole.
Thanks, Thumb, for coming on. It's always a great time listening to your stories. You're very, very entertaining. I think in remembrance of the last episode where you made us all say that we were all hot, we should do it one time together. So I'll count down from 3, and then on go, we all say where you say your respective name in the way that you're supposed to say it, and say is hot.
Okay.
So
Amazing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Darn
is
Darn is hot. Yay.
Hot
Wow, that
dog,
was
hot
so
dog,
organized.
Hot diggity dog. Where's that from? I don't even
Mickey
know.
Mouse Clubhouse.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I don't watch
I mean,
that.
that was kind of quick.
Oh, I know what
He's
Ross
been
would be
so
watching.
watching it with the kids.
I'm so
Trivia
goofy.
Can you do the dances? Harsha?
No, they just go up and down, right? I don't know really.
No, they each character has their own
Wait, can you show me?
No.
Up and down. That was at the ad break, Christian. Come on now.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming back.
For everyone listening, be sure to check us out on Instagram at An Interesting Discussion. Check us out on all platforms. Please share, like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal.
Should you also plug Tam's account?
Yeah, Tim's got tons of accounts. You got your
Very much.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Tam
Oh, God.
Tams.ham, right? Is that your at on Instagram?
I don't even know. Tams.
Okay.
Tams.ham. Yes. That is my
And
Instagram.
then her thrift account is called Therapy Thrift. I think it's the same on TikTok. Go follow that. Yeah. Did I miss anything?
We'll leave a link to the socials in the
Yeah.
description. Right?
Yeah, fuck yeah, we will.
We could. Yeah. We're hot.
We're hot.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
All right. We'll catch you guys next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.